after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Number 24, Nick Chubb.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second
from the gun. It's a give to Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for... And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Britt. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. What he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and get something big and get things going in the excitement area.
23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
At their own 15-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
That's good for the Lions.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
That's good.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Britt. Down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's by a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
And for 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Julian Okwara there to bring him down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Almost 6 yards.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Mayfield's pass intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Leonard Fournette. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Browns Browns drive about to get started. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Britt. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Britt. He's got his man on stride, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Anthony Walker. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Britt. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Britt. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So they play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The throw right sideline here is complete.
Mayfield.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Clinton. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. First downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper.
Mayfield's pass.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 24. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Mayfield on 1st down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine Donovan Peoples-Jones. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mayfield now. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Throwing, Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Lions 7, Browns 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. It doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Jack Fox now. He's been terrific so far. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Out of bounds across midfield.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Mayfield with it once more. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's got Hooper on the short connection. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll run for it. Chubb, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Lions will take over.
It's a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd down. Britt, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Britt. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. 7 yards, the pickup there.
82. It's a gain of 7.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Britt. Campbell making the catch. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney, his 2nd sack of the night.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, Britt. Escaping the pressure right. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good open field tackling there, a 50-yard punt followed by just and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading back out, Baker Mayfield as we call up our player spotlight. He's playing pretty well. but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And again, it's Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Britt. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Greedy Williams on the coverage.
To throw on 3rd down. Britt. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again.
7 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Point at 7-6.
Brown 6.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Ray Swift, the ball.
Tackle by Jordan Elliott. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Swift. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Britt. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. He'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a carry for Swift. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Ray Swift, the ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Britt. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
The kick is good. Makes the score Lions 10, Browns 6.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stick him when they got close to the goal line. Made him kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Mayfield. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Not much there, only a yard. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
41-yard line.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
And again, it's Mayfield. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The 3-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good.
The field goal.
And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9.
Lions 10. Browns 9.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I thought there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
At their own 21-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Throwing to start the drive. Britt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. At the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. Britt. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Britt. And he hits him in stride. And they get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.